man! He was tall, impossibly thin, wearing a yellow raincoat shredded to pieces. He had no face, just a smooth, pale surface, and he was climbing the stairs.
Story 1 by Gifted.
That seemed to carry the weight of secrets the mountain had kept for centuries. My name is Elias, and I took the job of a fire lookout because I wanted to escape the noise of the city. I thought 6 months of isolation in the Oregon wilderness would be a dream. I was wrong. It was a nightmare that began the moment I stepped into Tower 4. The previous ranger, a man named Miller, had left in a hurry. His belongings were still there, a notebook tucked under the leg of a wobbly table. On the first page, in shaky handwriting, were the words, "Don't look at the lights after 3 a.m. The first few nights were quiet, but on the 7th night, it started. It was exactly 3:12 a.m. when I saw it, a pale, blue light flickering deep in the valley. It pulsed like a heartbeat. I remembered Miller's note and looked away, but then a voice came over the radio. "Elias, why won't you look at us?" Pause. I froze. How did she know my name? I grabbed the mic. "Who is this?" There was no reply, only the sound of heavy breathing. The next morning, I hiked down to the valley. The forest was eerily silent. In a clearing, I found a circle of stones. Inside lay a single, tattered boot from 40 years ago. Pause. As the sun began to set, the fog rolled in. I hurried back to the tower, feeling eyes on my back. When I locked the door, I saw the notebook. It was open to a new page. The handwriting said, "He is watching from the trees. He wants his boot back." Or, said he. Pause. At 3 a.m. sharp, the blue lights returned. Dozens of them. They were surrounding the tower, climbing up the mountain like a silent army of ghosts. I shined my flashlight down. The beam hit something. A man. He was tall, impossibly thin, wearing a yellow raincoat shredded to pieces. He had no face, just a smooth, pale surface, and he was climbing the stairs. I barricaded the door, but the wood began to splinter. The radio burst into life with screams. "Let him in, Elias. He only wants to be seen." I looked at the window and saw my reflection. My eyes were glowing with that same pale blue light. I wasn't alone in my head anymore. The rescue team found Tower 4 empty. The door was locked. From the inside, the only thing they found was the notebook. The last entry said, "The 3 a.m. stories never end. They just find new voices." Whoa.